Greetings everyone. Uh, with connected with previous lecture, we all now knew that how to multiply the figures. For example, we have a figure this one multiplied with this one. Let's make it more simple. When this plus is multiplied with minus, it becomes minus. When this element is multiplied with this line, it becomes minus. When this dot is multiplied with this line, it becomes minus. When this dot becomes multiplied with this line, it becomes minus. So the result of the two figures, multiplication of two figures, is this one. Okay. Now we have another example. For example, if we multiply this figure with this figure, hope you everyone will get it. Okay. So as we understand, got cleared that every figure has four elements. The fire will be multiplied with fire, air will multiply with air, the water will be multiplied with water, and the earth will be multiplied with earth. So the resultant will be same as plus into plus is plus, minus into minus is minus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus. In simple words, the plus is line, the minus is dot. So the plus into minus or line into multiplied with dot becomes dot. Okay. Then again line multiplied with dot becomes dot. Okay. Again line multiplied with dot becomes dot, and dot multiplied with line becomes dot. Okay. So the resultant is same. For example, now we have another figure multiplied with this figure. I hope you everyone will get it. Dot multiplied with line becomes dot, line multiplied with line becomes line, again line multiplied with dot becomes dot, line multiplied with line becomes line. So the resultant of the two multiplication is this one. Okay. As now we understood that how these abda figures are created, how these are multiplied. Now make a chart. Let's make a chart. In simple words, you have to create 16 boxes. In simple words, in Arabic it is called ilm, means knowledge. This one, this is the best method you will ever understand. Okay. It's called knowledge. From the previous record we got four numbers. For example, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15th is written here, 16th is written here. So this is the representation of all the houses of chart. This is first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay. And we can call it 9th, 10th, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You have to remember this position of the houses, the how from the first four figures we can create the other uh, 14 figures. Okay. Now let's create. We have to make the chart. Okay. It's called ilm or means knowledge or whatever you call it. Okay. For example, a client tells me four numbers. These are 1, 5, 3 and 2. Okay. So the first figure is dot line line. From abdah we have to create first figure. The fifth figure of abdah is in the place of 4 and 1 there's a line, the remaining are dot, dot and the remaining are line. Third figure is 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, so that in the place of first and second will be dot and all the remaining are line. Okay. And the place of second figure, the place of 2 will be line, dot and all the others are lines. So these four figures are created from the first four numbers. Okay. Now the the fifth house, how can we can make fifth house? All the elements, fire elements, here is dot, here is a dot, here is dot, here is a line. We have to arrange them in sequence. First is dot, and again here is dot, here is dot, here is line. So the fifth figure is this one. Now we have to create the sixth figure. So the sixth figure will be second element. Here the second element is line. Here the second element line. Here the second element is dot. Here the second element is dot. So we have line, line, dot, and dot. Okay. For the seventh figure, we have to create, for example, the third element. In the place of third element, or fire, water, and air and water, in the place of water we have line. Here we have dot. Here we have line. Here we have line. So these are seven figures. Now we have one more figure remaining. That's called eighth figure. Okay. So the eighth figure, the final element. For example, here the final element is line. Here is a line. Here is a line. And here is a line. Okay, you got it? We created the first 8 figures from this chart. Understood? Now let's again make it more simple. 1, 5, 3, 2. Okay, so first one is, as we all know, we have made this one. Fifth is dot and this one. Third figure of Abda is this one. Sorry for bad handwriting. And the second figure is this one, as we previously. And the remaining figure we made dot, 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 line. Okay. And this one, second from second element, this one, dot and dot. Okay. The third figure, line, dot, line, line. Fourth is line, line is line. Now the figure, these are 8 figures. So the ninth figure will be multiplication of these 4 figures. Suppose here I am. Multiplication of this figure will be here, and the multiplication of this figure will be here. Multiplication of this figure will be 11th figure. Multiplication of these figures will be the 12th figure. Now let's make it. Come on. Okay, we studied in previous, dot is multiplied with dot, it becomes line. Okay, then line multiplied with line becomes line. Dot multiplied with line becomes dot. Line multiplied with line becomes line. Sorry, line. Okay, so this is the ninth figure. This one is the ninth figure. This one is the ninth figure. So the 10th figure, line multiplied with dot, it is dot. Dot multiplied with dot becomes line. Line multiplied with line becomes line. Line multiplied with line becomes line. So it is the 10th figure. Now let's move on here. This line is multiplied with dot becomes dot, as we studied previously. Take this line multiplied with dot becomes dot. This dot becomes line multiplied with dot becomes line. This dot multiplied with line becomes dot. So it is the 11th figure. Now let's move 12th figure. You can memorize the rule. Any figure multiplied with this figure always remain the same. So you can write directly line, dot, dot, dot. So we have made the 14 figures. Okay. Now let's mark the 13th and 14th figure. You can multiply these two figures to get a 13th and multiply these two to get the 14th. Sorry for little mistakes. There is no any mistake, but I am just writing here so that you can understand. This become bigger than chart. Okay, so here we go. Again, dot multiplied with line becomes dot. Line multiplied with line becomes line. Line multiplied with dot becomes dot. Line multiplied with line becomes line. So this is the 13th figure. Okay, now let's go to the 14th figure. Line multiplied with dot, it is dot. Then dot multiplied with dot becomes line. Line multiplied with line becomes line. Dot multiplied with line becomes dot. Okay, so in the end we got 13th and 14th are multiplied to get the 15th figure. 14 13 are multiplied to become 15th figure. Okay, here we go. This dot is multiplied with dot becomes line. Dot line is multiplied with line becomes line. Line multiplied with dot becomes dot. Dot multiplied with line becomes dot. So the 15th figure or the judge of this chart is this one. So we have all got these figures: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th. Now here is a special case. If the 15th figure, this one, has no two dots, then we have made a mistake in making the chart. Okay, in 15th house there should be any figure with two dots. If there is no two dots, then chart is invalid.